Hello all and welcome back. Thank you yet again for the love and support on yesterday's video. Hopefully all of you enjoyed that informational Q&A/interview with 𝗟𝗜𝗙𝗡𝗦 over from STADER Labs Hedera. Of course, lots of different information in there regarding the V2 launch that we'll be seeing over the coming weeks, hopefully sometime in June. As mentioned by him in that video, would be fairly disappointed if it didn't launch before July. With all that said, lots of different information to cover for Hedera today. This has probably been one of the most explosive weeks for Hedera news we've seen in a long time. Plenty of different dApps and DEXs releasing information regarding their launch dates, as well as major HIP proposals that have been accepted and will be pushed to main production very soon. Quickly jumping into the market overview, as we would normally do, mixed across the board here today. Some projects in the green, some projects in the red. You know, we're still kind of on that 50-50, so that we'll continue moving towards the upside or moving towards the downside. Bitcoin has been fighting to maintain that $30,000 level. A lot is residing on that, as it is a key piece of psychological resistance/support. I'm obviously still purchasing a lot of different altcoins, the ones that I cover on this channel a lot. Of course, as well, I am buying a ton of HBAR at the moment, particularly based on the news I'm about to cover in this video, as it's all going to be ramping up very quickly over the coming weeks. If I flick across, we've also got a nice piece of breaking news. The US Senate Bitcoin bill is going to be released to fully integrate digital assets into the financial system. So obviously this is a nod to utilizing and leveraging the power of cryptocurrencies within the existing financial systems in the United States. Massive news again for crypto adoption across the board. It almost seems week on week, month on month, we get more and more bullish news regarding the technology, as well as key infrastructural projects that are being sort of absorbed and amalgamated into either institutions or governmental levels. Wanted to quickly touch on this. Of course, I've touched on dead pixels many times in the past. I was alerting you guys before Drop 1 actually even went live. Just wanted to do another shout out about the project. At the moment, they are one of the top collections on Zoos.marketplace. You guys can go pick up one of these. The floor price at the moment is 2,850 HBAR per NFT. Now, this is crazy considering the actual mint price was incredibly fair for an NFT at 200 HBAR. So that's over a 14x already in the NFTs that have sold. And there are plenty of other NFTs that haven't even been listed yet. And the floor price for this project just continues to rise. Seriously good quality. And not only that, the team behind it are absolutely fantastic. Nothing was reserved for them. They were minting themselves. Completely fair launch. No manipulation of floor prices or withholding certain NFTs, etc. Just a seriously cool project with some really cool dudes that are helping to improve the Hedera community themselves. And of course, anyway, the artwork is brilliant. One of the main reasons I am just quickly reiterating this is because the Ghost Passes have finally released, and they've got a very new/novel system on the Zoos Marketplace where you effectively get a redeem code if you win one of their giveaways, and you can then mint that NFT free of charge as part of that giveaway. So obviously here's another one at the moment on the Twitter account, deadpixels_club. Ghost Passes are here, giving away 3 more right here and 6 more in the tweet below. And they're also giving away more and more more and more passes, over on Discord. I've just realized I think this one may have expired now. This was on June 1st. However, they continue to keep pushing out. There's only 800 Ghost Passes. So if you guys want to get involved, make sure you're following them on socials and on Discord. And that being said as well, I do actually have some additional ones that I will be giving away in the coming weeks and months later on, probably after the distributions are finalized, as a nice incentive to sort of help either promote the project or push this YouTube channel forward. So make sure you stick around for that, as these are some seriously cool NFTs. Obviously, yesterday's video was to do with STADER Hedera's V2 product launch, which the main feature being unstaking. I urge you guys to go and check out that video if you've not actually watched that yet, as there's tons of different information there from 𝗟𝗜𝗡𝗦 himself, talking about what we can expect and how the development timelines have gone. Just going to quickly play this video as it's a sort of informative one of what's happening under the hood for unstaking HBARX. pretty neat indeed. So we can see there what effectively happens when you guys unstake is you enter that unbonding period that 𝗥𝗘𝗙𝗡𝗦 mentioned of 7 days. That is effectively a 7-day period from when the HBARX is burnt to you actually receiving the HBAR back in your wallet as it is processed via that. So we can see the 100 HBARX here is burnt because the user has initiated an unbonding/unstaking process. That 150 HBAR then goes to the unstaking contract, which appears up here as a separate sort of entity or node. So that HBAR is sent back, and then after the 7 days have lapsed, that then gets sent back directly to the wallet. So that's kind of what's happening under the hood, and we should be able to see that live within the coming weeks, which is really bullish. Now, even more bullish news than that is we now have a confirmed date for the first DEX launch over on Hedera itself. So Tangent Finance, obviously one that I've covered many times before, obviously being incubated as well by Hedera STADER, are now proud to announce that the Tangent DEX will be opening its doors to Hedera on Tuesday the 7th of June at 8 AM CET. Retweet, like, and comment this post, tagging 3 of your fellow HBARXians. One random winner will also receive a Cyber Tango. Plenty of other videos on my channel showing some of the sort of highlights / uses for the Tangent DEX itself and what it's going to look like. It looks like a very smooth product itself, and there was obviously many different beta testing rounds that were going on to help them iron out those creases. However, what this effectively means is as of Tuesday next week, we will have the ability to trade, swap, enter liquidity pools, and do many other things over on Hedera. So there'll be tons of videos coming out from me from that Tuesday live date, showing you guys how to effectively participate in the DApp, connect your wallet, swap tokens, potentially even HBARX will be supported from the get-go on this. And then we will be able to not even have to wait for that unstaking feature, that you can immediately get liquidity from someone else by trading those HBARX tokens for other projects. This also means for those of you that have been wanting to pick up some Dovu tokens, you'll be able to do this on Tuesday, the 8 PM at CET. So really, really, bullish marker, flag in the ground for Hedera, and this is really going to kickstart that DeFi explosion that I've been talking about. Staying on the same theme of DEXs as well, SAUCERSWAP Labs have come out. Source faucet or faucet update. We've just doubled the amount of source you can pull from the faucet per window. It's almost as if we're ramping up towards something. Don't miss out. So hopefully as well, we're going to be seeing more updates from SAUCERSWAP in the coming weeks, if not days, regarding their launch as well. If Tangent Finance are able to launch, obviously they're using smart contracts as well. We should be able to see SAUCERSWAP launch around a similar sort of time, maybe a couple of days or weeks afterwards. Covered SAUCERSWAP on the channel many times before. Again, a fantastic team. I mean, all of these projects in general are absolutely brilliant. I've been holding those NFTs for a while and claiming the source as well from those. And then there'll be an airdrop for users that own those NFTs once the DEX goes live. Don't forget those snapshots were taken quite a long time ago, so it's not really worth picking up any of those NFTs on the secondary marketplace as of yet until any more utility is announced for those. However, again, more incredibly bullish stuff for the Hedera ecosystem. We could see several different DEXs launch at the same sort of time. So we've obviously got Tangent Finance with a confirmed date. We've got SAUCERSWAP hinting that they are ramping up towards something, most likely a launch date. And we've also got HBAR Suite, which is obviously using Hedera-based smart nodes rather than smart contracts, that has been in beta testing for a little while. And hopefully we should see that drop very shortly. Mentioning HBAR Suite, they have now got a token manager they've dropped. It's another cool feature of what these guys are building. They're building lots of different tools for users to sort of onboard and continue to develop in order to make interacting with the Hedera ecosystem very straightforward. So you can now set up a token sale with their purpose-built token manager with future SDK and Launchpad integration. Of course, as well, their pre-sale is still ongoing. I think there's 450 million H-Suite left on their pre-sale. There's a video on my channel if you guys want to go pick some of that up, particularly because you'll be able to trade these tokens once the DEXs go live. Interesting video here as well over on their Twitter account, which obviously shows some of the back end. Not going to bore you guys with this, as many of us probably aren't developers. However, if any of you are and you are interested in utilizing or leveraging something like this for a project, then please do check it out, as it does look very promising. Following on from what I had mentioned in a couple of videos back now about the Universal Digital Coupon Standards, the Coupon Bureau, and PHOBI, Lemonade has a great tweet here. When coupons, how about next month? Many major brands have announced a July 22 launch of 8112 coupon content. The Coupon Bureau is expecting 3 to 4 national retailers and 8,000 plus grocers connected by the end of 2022. So this again is another massive global use case that we're bringing millions of transactions across to Hedera. Don't forget some of the partners with the Coupon Bureau were the likes of Walmart and other big box stores over in the United States. So massive, massive use case that cannot be understated. And we've still got the @imo use case that should be going live over the next sort of weeks and months as well, which aims to bring billions of transactions across to Hedera. So there is so much going on right now. We may be in a bear market in terms of what's happening with price action, but the development on the Hedera ecosystem has not stopped for anyone. This train literally has no brakes and is continuing to develop day by day. Further bullish news to come out as well from Hedera themselves. Hedera native staking, or HBAR staking, is now coming. HIP proposal 406 proposed by Lehman Baird to implement native staking has been finalized and accepted. This will begin getting pushed across to the next stable build of Hedera. And what this effectively enables is anyone that holds HBAR in an eligible wallet, so Hashpack, other big wallets as well, you can literally earn passive rewards just by holding that HBAR within those wallets. And there will also be features to stake directly to nodes to help improve consensus. And that's effectively a vote of confidence against that node. Pretty similar to other proof of stake networks. For example, Cosmos and Atom, I know, do something very similar, and this is something that we're going to see go live. Now, this is obviously really important as well because it is what 𝗥𝗘𝗙𝗦𝗧𝗔𝗠𝗦 was talking about in regards to STADER's platform as well. Once those HBAR Foundation rewards have effectively expired, which I believe is at the end of June, where we've got these very high rates, they will then begin integrating their platform directly into native staking, which was via this HIP-406 proposal. So everything is tying up, all the stars are beginning to align for this massive, massive ecosystem growth that we've all been waiting for. Talking about that ecosystem growth as well, the testnet has fired itself back up again. 3,000 TPS was running through it yesterday on the 3rd of June, and this could actually be @imo doing some final stress testing and use case sort of analysis before they begin to go live. Really, really important stuff. I will leave this link down in the description. This is the HIP proposal. I urge majority of you, if not all of you, to go and read through this, as there is some very, very novel Hedera specific features of HIP-406, which enable staking to be better than other ecosystems and other layer zeros and layer ones. Seriously, seriously cool proposal, and not something that we've seen done before effectively on a layer 0, layer 1 in terms of native staking, where you literally just hold the tokens and you receive rewards. Tech staking HIP-406 by 𝗟𝗜𝗡𝗏, use case HENDRICKS, SAYL Finance, BANXA and Hedera. Due to the benefits mentioned above, CPG brands have been impatiently waiting for retailers to begin implementing the new standards within their stores. Many major brands have announced a July 2022 launch of the 8112 coupon content, and retailers have now to implement 8112 in their stores. This finally started to happen with the Coupon Bureau, expecting 3 to 4 national retailers, 8,000 plus mid-tier and independent grocers connected by the end of 2022, with additional announcements of national grocers coming online in Q1 of 2023. So that reiterates that tweet by Lemonade about big use cases coming in the future. Some seriously big news stories. Anyway, guys, that wraps up this video. Lots of different news going on. The main takeaway being is that Hedera ecosystem expansion is coming, the DEXs are coming, the use cases are coming, and they're all probably somewhere in the region of 4 to 8 weeks away for most of them to be rolled out. Seriously, seriously great time to be involved in Hedera and the ecosystem. Don't forget, there's still giveaways going on for Dead Pixels as well. If you didn't catch your chance to grab one in the first round, there's also subsequent rounds coming in the future, subsequent drops, I should say, as well as Ghost Pass giveaways. Make sure you get involved. That being said, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, drop a comment if you've got something to say. More than happy to interact with you guys. Till the next one, I'll catch you then. Cheers.